going on, Escavaliers fans and Phantom Force members? This is Phantombass here, coming to you with our Week 2 of the Pokemon Masters Cup Team Prep. And before we get started, I want to preface this by saying if you did not watch the Week 1 battle or the Week 1 Team Prep, shame on you. What are you doing here? Go back and watch those first, and then come back. Second, if you came before we get started, leave a like at the bottom of this video showing your support for the Cleveland Escavaliers and for the Phantom Force in general. And I want to go ahead and preface this video by saying spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1. Well, congratulations, we won our first week match against the Kansas City Kingdoms. I am super proud of our whole team, and I want to keep this winning streak up. Then this week, we do have quite the formidable foe against us. Now, to preface this out, we are up against Yumasu Como and the Chicago Cubchoos. His link will be in the description below this video and of our battle video with him that goes up tomorrow. Anyway, so we are going to read off his team, read off our team, and go with the plan. And so before we get into that, I have to actually message someone on Skype real fast. Anyway, so we're going to read off his team real fast. He has a Mega Aggron, Landorus Incarnate, Florges, Tentacruel, Shaman, Skuntank, Hariyama, Garchomp, Reuniclus, Nidoking, and Piloswine. A really interesting team, to say the least. Really kind of threatening, but we have Victini, Mega Gardevoir, Milotic, Galvantula, Hydreigon, Aggron, Mienshao, Avalugg, Celebi, Garbodor, and Uxie. And I believe our team this week can put in some serious work against this team. Now, before we begin, I'm so glad I have a mute button on my mic. I'm sorry. Anyway, I've been dealing with some issues, feeling kind of under the weather, but I'm okay. We're good to go. So, we might actually be having this battle later today, so I really want to get this prep up. Anywho, so, right away, we're going to hop into this as soon as I message back someone else again. Okay, anyway, so we're going to hop straight into this right now. Yeah, so, as you can clearly see, this is the team I am predicting him to bring up here. I am predicting him to bring Mega Aggron, Landorus Incarnate, Shaman, Florges, Nidoking, and Reuniclus. And now, this week, we are actually bringing what you can see over on the far left, which would be Mega Gardevoir, Victini, Milotic, Hydreigon, Garbodor, and Avalugg. And I'm going to go and pull up Showdown because I forgot to open it up before we did this. Let's grab the team builder real fast and in a hurry. I actually don't think I have that. I don't have that up here. Let me go ahead and get it imported real fast. So that's not what our team is actually. We're going to click this real fast. Okay, we are freezing. There we go. We're not freezing anymore. Let's hit restore previous session. Go to this, and we will copy paste our team. Here we go. Okay. I believe this is the one right here. Yes, this is the one. Yep, this is definitely the one. I love this team so much. What we have planned this week is going to be quite interesting to say the least, but I believe you guys will enjoy it, as I know I will. Alright, now, we're going to hit that, we're going to hit save, and we're going to hop straight into this. Alright, we are finally in. So, to go ahead and get this started up, we are going to actually close, no, we're going to close out of this little thing right here. How do I go back? How do I go back? Frick. Well, we gotta go back into freaking Showdown because that was stupid and a stupid ad got in the way. Back into Team Builder. Back into PMC. There we go. That's not against Kingdom, it's actually week 2 versus Yuma. It's okay, it doesn't matter what we say. Anyway, so we are finally here. Okay, anyway, sorry, lots of things to deal with. Anyway, so we're going to quickly go over our team and find out and let you know what we're planning for. So, our first Pokemon to return is our team captain. 5th of November, V for Victini is our choice Scarfer once again this week, but with a little bit of a different role. So first off, we are rocking V-Create, Psychic, Glaciate, and U-Turn with 12 in HP, 140 in attack, 100 in special attack, 12 in special defense, and 244 in speed, with a mild nature. Now what this does is it allows us to one-hit KO Landorus in a shot with Glaciate, it allows us to one-hit KO the Nidoking in a shot with Psychic, and it also allows us to outspeed the Nidoking if he's choice Scarfed. Now, it will do a decent number to everything else on his team, including a Scarfed Garchomp, because if we hit Glaciate or Knit when it comes in, then on top of that we will actually outspeed it the next turn and kill it with Glaciate, which would be super awesome. So, essentially, Victini is here to punch holes and lower speed. We're working a lot of speed control from Victini this week. So, with that, we're going to go into our next Pokemon, who is Carry the Mega Gardevoir, our cleanup killer. And now, this Pokemon in particular, this week, Carrie is holding, once again, the Gardevoir, right? But she is rocking Psyshock, Hyper Voice, Hidden Power, Ice, and Heal Bell. Rocking 140 EVs in HP, 252 special attack, 116 in special defense with a Calm Nature. This allows her to live a Sludge Wave from a Nidoking, a Sludge Wave from a Landorus Incarnate, and allows to deal back damage, killing Nidoking with Psyshock, killing Landorus with Hidden Power Ice, and I believe we can also kill a Garchomp with a Hyper Voice. There's a lot of things that we can just do crazy damage to with this thing now. So that is pretty self-explanatory. Heal Bell is there to heal off burns and such, or poison, especially toxic from Florges, which is what we're expecting a lot of. So here we have one of our most interesting sets so far. Maka the Milotic, holding the Moronga Berry in its competitive nature. With Scald, Ice Beam, Recover, and Hidden Power Ground. This Pokemon is one of our win conditions this week, and I'll explain to you why in just a minute. First off, 244 in HP, 100 in defense, 144 in special attack, 20 in special defense, Calm Nature. This allows us to live almost, I think, live any one hit, and on top of that as well, it makes Thunderbolt from Life Orb, Sheer Force Life Orb, Nidoking do only about 50%. And then on top of that, the Moronga Berry will pop and boost our special defense by 1 stage and allow us to live another Thunderbolt, and we can kill it in a shot with Scald after that. Plus, if the Shaman wants to come in, hit a Seed Flare, and then on top of that, lower our special defense, we get a special attack boost and kill it with Ice Beam. Now granted, my biggest thing with Milotic is once it gets the Moronga Berry pop, it is staying in until it dies, and the reason is because I can hit Recover, Attack, Recover, Attack, Recover, Attack. And if he decides to bring, and I noticed that last week he decided to bring a Choice Scarfed Shaman. So, if you bring a Scarf Shaman again, he's not going to be looking at damage output so much as he is just going to be looking at outspeeding things, which is fine with me, because if he locks himself into something, say Psychic, or Dazzling Gleam, some Earth Power even, we could easily swap in to Milotic, get the Moronga pop, and then proceed to hit Ice Beam, which covers most of his, if not all of his team. And Scald is there for things like Piloswine and Landorus and Nidoking. It's just and it's pretty much just fishing for burns. If he brings the Hariyama, good on him, but we have enough defense to take care of it, and we have 2 psychic types and a poison type to cover it. If he wants to bring some fighting stab for some reason for the next Pokemon, which is our Hydreigon. Hand of the Hydreigon is making a return. We're in the same exact Assault Vest we were last week. Rocking Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, and Earth Power. 252 special attack, 100 special defense, 156 in speed. He's not going to live a Moonblast from a Florges, but if we can predict the switch in on the Florges and Flash Cannon, we're doing an easy 40% to this thing. And it's going to be pretty nice to hit. So, we can get a special D-drop on top of that. We could be putting in some work. I actually would like to run that calculator. We might be able to 2-code if we get a special D-drop. Yeah, that we come really close to it. Anyway, so it's pretty generic. It's self-explanatory. Once we get rid of Florges, Draco Meteor is going to kill everything that's name is Mega Aggron or Tentacruel, but that's what Earth Power's for. So yeah, well, next up we've got Wash Me the Garbodor. He's making his debut this week, and I believe he's going to put in some work. First off, Garbodor is our dedicated Florges switch-in. Every single time, it's our dedicated Florges switch-in. The reason being is that he can't Toxic me, and he cannot do anything to me that is super effective unless he's running HP Ground or unless he runs Psychic, and we live 3, I believe we live 2 Psychics from this, and we kill it in 2 shots with Gunk Shot. So, on top of that, we are rocking Spikes, Toxic Spike, and Drain Punch with max HP, 160 in defense, 92 in special defense, 4 in speed with an Impish nature. The 4 in speed is to outspeed non-invested Florges by 1 point. We can hit it with Gunk Shot, and then we can actually hazard stack on something like, say, a Hariyama or even a Mega Aggron. We could actually hazard stack on it pretty well. We live, I think, 2 Earthquakes from Mega Aggron, which is crazy talk, but still. So, that being said, this thing is going to hazard stack like crazy. He brings Nidoking or Skuntank, good on him. I don't foresee him bringing anything unless it's Tentacruel. And Tentacruel doesn't want to deal with spikes. He's going to want a Rapid Spin, but that's okay, because the next Pokemon we have can deal with it, which is our Boatwrecker the Avalugg. Boatwrecker the Avalugg is coming back this week with a little bit of a vengeance, only getting 1 kill from last week, but hey, that's still better than some of the mons. Hydreigon didn't even get 1 last week, and he wants some more. So, Avalugg is rocking Leftovers and Sturdy, just like last week, 244 in HP, 12 in defense instead of attack, and 252 in special defense with a sassy 0 speed IV's nature. And the reason for this is Avalanche will always go. He will outslow the Reuniclus. Rapid Spin is to get rid of hazards should he bring them. Earthquake is actually there to hit Skuntank, Mega Aggron, and Tentacruel, all for some super effective damage, as well as Nidoking, but Avalanche does better. So, here's how the plan's going to go down as far as the battle. I'm predicting him to lead. Let me think. Last time he led... What did he lead last battle? I think he led with the Landorus. He led Landorus, and he's going to go for either Earth. He's going to go for either U-turn or Earth Power. He's not going to expect me to be Scarfed. He's going to be Life Orb because Sheer Force Life Orb is too powerful on Landorus to not do. Which is why we're going to bring... We would either lead Victini, bait him to go for... He might go for a U-turn. That's okay. We'll live a U-turn easily. Even though we're mild nature, we'll hit it with Glaciate first. If we can predict that, then, or if he doesn't predict us to run Glaciate, then we'll kill it in a shot with Glaciate. It's guaranteed to kill with Glaciate. And then we can proceed to have a Glaciate Fest, because having everything on his team drop stats that's name isn't Tentacruel is going to be awesome. Hitting Shaman with it honestly would be really good, because then we could swap out into probably Avalugg to wall it, or Hydreigon. Actually, Hydreigon's the better wall for Shaman, unless he brings Dazzling Gleam for some reason. I don't foresee him bringing Dazzling Gleam if he brings Florges, because Florges will have Moonblast, it can do a lot of damage to it. But we'll have our dedicated switch to that is once again going to be Garbodor. Our lead is almost always going to be Victini this week. If you bring Skuntank, that's perfectly fine. We'll smack it with V-Create, he doesn't have a fire type on his team, so we can hit anything for a hard hit with V-Create. Landers won't appreciate it, but it really won't appreciate Glaciate. Nidoking is one-hit KO'd by Psychic, like I said. U-turn is for initiative in case we see an unfavorable matchup. Like, for example, if he's going to go out into Tentacruel, we can't kill it with Psychic. It can't kill us with Scald, but I don't want him to sit here and try to spam Psychic when he can switch into Skuntank. So, pretty much Victini is here just to hit really hard and get out, and go out into someone we can pivot with, like, say, Garbodor, or actually, Victini might be a pretty decent pivot as well, but he's not going to be one of our... He's going to hit hard, but I don't think he's going to be one of our win conditions. One of our win conditions is going to be Milotic, who is going to, if we can predict correctly, especially on the Nidoking, we can have, if he switches in Nidoking on Hydreigon, all we do is we swap out the Milotic predicting an Ice Beam. If he goes for an Ice Beam, then we can take the Moronga Berry hit. If it gets frozen somehow, Scald will melt us out. We'll kill the Nidoking on top of that, which would be super awesome. And then, to boot it all off, we have Ice Beam and Hidden Power Ground. Hidden Power Ground is for Tentacruel. We actually 2-hit KO that, I believe, with Hidden Power Ground. We 3-hit KO for Aggron, I believe. And we have Ice Beam for Landorus, which is an OHKO. Ice Beam for Garchomp, which is close to an OHKO, but not. It's like a 93% chance to kill it in a shot. Plus, the Moronga Berry helps us live lots and lots of special hits. Ice Beam, I believe, is a 2-hit KO on Shaman. So, Maka is one of our win conditions, as well as Carry, who is literally there just to take hits and then all of a sudden hit something back. And if somebody gets poisoned or burned, we heal it up before Gardevoir dies. Now, Hydreigon is here to kind of be our scouter in a way. If you go and to kind of bait in the Florges so we can just hit Flash Cannon, I'm almost never going to hit Draco Meteor until Florges is gone. And we have Earth Power for the Mega Aggron as well. So that's the thing. Dark Pulse is to hit the Reuniclus. If he hits me flat, Focus Blast, probably I don't foresee him staying in first off. Second off, if he uses Focus Blast, he can't kill me because I got the Assault Vest and that investment too. Garbodor is here to wall Florges and to hit it really hard. If he brings up Piloswine, we smack it with the Drain Punch before we swap out. And he's also here to Hazard Spike. Hazard Stack stacking is gonna be crucial to this. And of course, Boat Wrecker pretty much walls his entire team if it's not Hariyama. And the only reason I say that is because of the fact that Avalanche can one-hit KO Landorus and Garchomp. Earthquake is going to do a seriously good amount to Mega Aggron. If he's a defensive Mega Aggron, we can actually 1v1 it, which is really nice. With the investment that we've got, we can actually 1v1 it with Earthquake and recover. So, with that, I believe that is our team. So let me give our little pep talk real fast, and we will get rocking with this. So, alright, Escavaliers, we have ourselves quite a matchup this week. Between a Mega Aggron that's scary, and Florges is going to be surprisingly obnoxious, and Landorus Incarnate, the Uber that made it in somehow. So, those are our biggest fears in this, but we've got you covered here with a combination of Victini and Garbodor. Now, Victini, I need you to smack things really, really hard and then get the heck out of there, because we need to save you. You're going to be one of our win conditions, actually. I'm going to go and say that. You are most likely going to be our win condition. You and Milotic. Gardevoir, I need you to hit things and then just kind of heal up somebody if they get burned, poisoned. Milotic, I need you to be there to take a special hit and then go to town. Just wreck shop until you die. Hydreigon, keep a lookout for what they got and then keep hitting them hard. Garbodor, get those hazards up and keep them there. And last but not least, Avila, keep the hazards away from us and make sure that you can hit some things pretty hard with that avalanche of yours. And if you're getting too scared, hit recover. Don't want you dying too soon. So, with that, I think we are going to do really great this week, guys. You guys are awesome, and we are super prepared for this. So let's go, Escavaliers.